Quarterback School. Do it live. I like it. Locked in, fired up. A little live here. Make sure I sound all right. Audio's going in. We got some new subscribers coming in hot. Appreciate it. Coming into the chat. Let me know how this thing sounds. Make sure we're locked in. The idea of this was to basically be a shortcut hack for me. I wanted to do a Tua video, just didn't get to it. Didn't get a chance to edit it. And by this time, shoot, it's the afternoon. They play Thursday. Even if I made it, who the hell is going to watch a week 1 video? So we're just not going to do that. We're just going to jump right into trying to do it live. And in the past, I've done these live ones, and I've had some notes. We're not even going to go notes. 2 middle fingers, right? It is what it is. I appreciate everyone coming into the channel. Try to get through a handful of questions here real quickly. I saw Dave in Sacramento ask about Jane Daniels. Jane Daniels is a possibility tomorrow morning, depending on how this game goes tonight and or when I get the film of tonight's game. If I don't get the film early, we're going to do Jaden Daniels. If not, we'll probably wait a week until we get into Jaden Daniels. Which way am I looking here? I'm looking over here. I'm looking over here. I don't know. Clean eyes, clean feet. Yeah, obviously we found out where that came from, huh? Buffalo Boys. Do you think Justin Fields... Well, let's see if this works. Do you think Justin Fields is capable of becoming a franchise quarterback, or did the Steelers grab a career backup? Capable, for sure. Has it happened yet? No. I don't think anybody's pulling for him more than I am in this little world of, the analysis world. I would love to see him kind of come into his own as far as a passer. You still see the inconsistencies. We'll see what it looks like with that offense moving forward. I was fired up. They got a win on the road, but we'll see. What else we got? I think that's about it. I'm not sure. I know there's a handful of things going on in here. I'm not going to be able to get to every single one. I know what I did see that I wanted to touch on because this comes up every year. Oh, I missed it. It was about the rankings. Okay. Now, the rankings thing. I just don't do it, man. It's just not for me. That's no shot across the bow at other people who love rankings or do rankings. It's just not for me. I've never liked like top 10 lists like that, or like list literature, or I just think it's a little bit lazy. And like, who cares who's number 10 to 20? I don't care. I just don't care, I guess. All right. What I do care about is looking at the film, and I'm excited to see what the Dolphins are doing. I love watching this offense. I think it is unique across the landscape of the league as far as the perimeter speed, what they ask Tua to do, the RPO world, how quick the ball comes out, but just the speed and then the creativity that a Mike McDaniel and company will bring to the landscape of good offensive football. All right, let's see if I can get this to work now. So what should happen is all the stuff on the screen should disappear. And we are there. Now, we're going to be jumping around here. Okay, so you get my mug up there for a little bit. We'll see if I stay up there the whole time. Hopefully this works. I get a little nervous. Oh, the other thing here. Normally, I'm not a huge fan of having my phone out on the desk during this, but I am kind of helping someone out with a potential issue. So if for some reason you see me look at the phone, interact back and forth, it's not that you're not exciting or that I'm not interested in the video. If something does come up, I'm going to probably quickly exit, and now everybody's got some real life going on. All right, let's crank it out. First one here, 3rd and 12. This is the Achane little screen, punt return right. Now, obviously, the Jaguars are playing this way too soft. Nice job. I love the fact that it comes out quickly. Again, there's no doubt that when you play the Dolphins, the ball is coming out quickly. And they just got, you can see 4 blockers for 3 defenders on that side of the field. Achane, dynamic speed. I don't even know if I'm saying his name correctly. I feel like I was Achane at one point. I don't know. No disrespect. I just don't know what it is. From the back here again, 3rd and 12, no good play. get the ball out of your hand quickly, let it rip, catch, grip it and rip it. Easier for Tua to the left, catch, throw, just like turning 2 in the Southern Hemisphere. And that's some nice blocking downfield as well. That's a big chunk on 3rd and 12. Speed kills. Now, again, I didn't edit this thing. This is straight up from the clip, so we're going to get the defensive end zone as well. Again, watch how quickly the ball comes out. Boop. No pass rush. Again, one of those kind of like one-off plays where you catch a defense that soft, sleeping like that, and it's a big chunk. All right, next one here. 1st and 10, balls on the 44. I want to say this is the Tua RPO. God, what did they call this? I found the true playbook. Wanda? 50-something Wanda? So to me here, when I say Tua RPO, I'm talking about post-wheel flat, I guess is the easiest way to say it. I don't know what their terminology is. I guess I could inquire if I really cared. Here's that slant post. That looks like where he's trying to go with the ball. Here's that like wheel rail. And then here comes that flat across. And this is just an RPO where I think you're reading the C-gap conflict defender. I think it's like 52 or 53 Wanda, they call it. I personally think it's a very unique one-of-one type of play that Tua can do really well. So you kind of almost see these things happen, and then you just play kind of spread football, triple option with the run element of it. So is he trying to get it to the number 1 up top? Can't tell if that's Waddle or Tyreek Hill. Waddle with the orange shoes. It looks like he's trying to just throw it to space right there with the movement, that motion. Not there. Protect yourself. I love Tua finding ways to protect himself. Love it. Just get down. Don't take unnecessary shots at all. But if we're reading that right C-gap defender, the white sleeves defensive end on the right outside 73, kind of funky footwork because he's got to flip it around. He might be trying to hit the rail, if I'm being honest, or the wheel there. They do a good job of kind of muddying that picture up. There's no really great answers there. You can't hand it off. Just get down, protect yourself. So that's about as good as I've ever seen that play defended, because it really takes 4 guys over there. You've got 3 eligibles out to the left, and you've got to be able to tackle the quarterback and the back. So pretty nice job defensively from Jaguars. Just looking at the box score, I didn't go back and watch the broadcast of this game. I don't care that much about it, but it sure looked like the Jaguars had this thing pretty solidly going in the first half. All right, next one here. Next one I want to see. 4th and 8. All right, 4th and 8. This is one I think they try to get it to the guy in the backfield here. I personally thought it was a little late. Now, again, easy for me to say, right? A week later. But if he gets the ball just a tick quicker through this thing, like a hitch quicker, you don't run into the collision. And again, it's hard to know exactly what the read is. I would probably bet a lot of money that this is a must outside release go. Here's that little out or branch in their system. Looks like we're running a crosser here. And then this is where the ball ends up getting thrown here on this like fan or Texas route, angle route. And then again, if you're just reading that thing right across the board, 1, 2, this potentially is there. I don't love the leverage. He's got inside leverage. He eventually wins, but I think this is the right decision. I think the ball's just a tick late, which is interesting. I think when you think about this offense, I don't think about Tua holding onto the ball very often. And then again, for me, coverage-wise here, if you watch the safeties, what looks like split field coverage is then going to rotate to what I'm used to calling robber. So close, and that safety's coming down to play the hole or the thief. Just a tick late. Again, easy for me to say, but 1, 2, 3, hitch, now. Obviously, hate seeing guys run into a collision like that. But that kind of no man's land, 4th down, not a whole lot of great plays for 4th and 8, but you can see the potential for this. Again, I never thought I'd say this, but if Zero does a shuffle motion versus a side run motion, maybe it's better. Can't believe I just said that. It's a pretty sweet route. Is that Waddle? Watch Waddle's route here. Watch him put a little knot on this thing. Oh, he doesn't even put a little knot on it. He just gets a little vertical. Whoop. And some of these dudes, it doesn't matter what the technique is. They're just going to win with their speed. And Waddle, nice job right there winning. Bummer. All right, next one. 3rd and 2. Man, what time? Still first quarter, right? Oh, still super early. 6 minutes into the game, 3rd and 2. Tyreek Hill in the backfield, Tyreek Hill flat. So again, when you think about it from like a game plan perspective, you've got 10, who's a freak, 17, crazy fast, Achan, whatever his number is, crazy fast. So how are you going to manipulate touches for these guys? Well, for this guy specifically, you can put him in the backfield. You can hide him right here. He's in the backfield. So, they're going to try to ask a safety to cover the fastest guy in a flat. Good luck. And then you make him miss, and now it turns into punt return right down the sideline. So love the creativity of where to line him up pre-snap. Simple flat. Again, look how quick the ball comes out, 3rd and 2. Thank you. I would even say the route up top from Waddle, I'm assuming that's Waddle, could get us a little rub and make it even better play, but it doesn't matter. That's way too much space. That's not good tackling, and now that's a big chunk on a flat, right? A flat. 3rd and 2, flat to the best player on the field, covered by what looks like a safety. Can't be the matchup they're looking for. And then just look at that speed and balance. Good God. I mean, I don't know the plan to take away 10, but you can't do that, right? You can't just let safeties cover them in the flat on 3rd and 2 with no chance of stopping it. Next one here, 1st and 10. I think this is the big shot to Tyreek Hill. He's the number 3 at the bottom on like a corner or flag at the bottom. Felt like Tua maybe threw this a little early. Obviously, captain, you'd love to hook this up. Watch Tyreek Hill at the he's the number 3 right now on the line of scrimmage. Sell that over. He doesn't even sell it. He just destroys the guy. Just pure speed. And again, these guys are like one-of-one type cats, and they're both crazy fast. But normally on this, you would come in here and you would want to get your eyes back to then whip out of this thing. But this is almost more like waspy, where he's just beating it with pure speed deep. And then again, normally I love Tua's base is great here. This felt a little rushed, where he has more time than he thinks. This is nice pass protection. You would love to be able to take an extra hitch, not play it with anticipation. So hitch it, and maybe he doesn't have time. I should take that back. So he doesn't have time. My guy 30 on the linebacker can't hold up. That's a chuck and duck situation from Tua. So maybe just a little bit more forgiving of touch. But, people would be all over his ass if he underthrew it. Got no arm strength. So I get it. Pass protection be a little bit better there from 30 to give us a chance. And again, when you do play action, sometimes you'll get those leakers like that. I don't necessarily think 33 is pressuring here. He just falls for the fake, and now 30's got to pick him up in the pass protection. So or counter pass, I guess he is blitzing, sort of. Again, just paying attention to the footwork here. This is definitely unique footwork, right? Like he's moving to the right. Everything is there. I mean, that is just, it hurts, because the pass protection from 30 could help us for sure. If that's just got one more hitch, again, you can see the chuck and duck element I'm talking about, where you throw it and then turn to protect yourself. Probably not the best technique in the world, coming from someone who used to chuck and duck quite a bit. But man, that was right there, right? So damn close. But watch him get off the landmark here, right? Like it's not right down the center. This isn't drop back. It's almost like fake quarter roll. They're pulling linemen. That is so close. Huh. What is the running back doing there? Let me see. Go back. See, this is why you... I mean, I don't really know why we're pulling the guard here to make it look like counter when the back's over there. Whatever it is, it's so close to being a big hit. That is just, look at the separation this guy plays with, man. Holy God. Speed, 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 speed. Next, 1st and 10. Now we're in the second quarter. 3-by-1 pistol. A little out motion. This is a little, what I'm used to calling a drift post down here to the bottom. I think it gets tipped because it comes so fluttery. But watch, look at the anticipation he plays with. So Waddle at the bottom running the drift post, fake the toss. He's throwing it right there. You can see Waddle nowhere near coming out of this thing yet, right? So we're throwing this thing, capital A right there. The thing gets tipped, flutters, it's still caught. It's so damn open. Now, the other thing that noticed from watching these guys just a little bit is this little drift post, we'll call it, drift 8. Normally, I would say it's paired with like a corner stop on the other side to go kind of 1, 2. I love what I think I've seen these guys do, and I'm just making assumptions here, but it looks like they're running like a deep cross field post with it, so that if for some reason these guys, these safety players, come down on these things, they've got this kind of like number 2 down the field over the top. So just little things to pay attention to as you see these things kind of evolve together structurally. But that is great separation from Waddle at the top. Lean on him, separate. Nice job bodying that up. Again, it looked to me like it was tipped. And I'm certainly not going to go back and watch the broadcast to see if it for sure was tipped. But we're going to fake it. The sniffer's coming across for the split flow action. That's actually pretty intricate design. So he's faking to the right, and then he's faking a flip, and then he's throwing. All in a pirouette action. So again, world-class kind of footwork, orchestration. It is tipped, right? 23 gets his paw on it. Nice concentration from Waddle. We are rolling, living good. From the defensive perspective, you can really see Tua's ball handling here. So he's going to fake that kind of like zone read downhill, then fake the flip. You've seen him do this play before to get out on the edge. The play action off of it. It's awesome. Very cool play. All right, next one here. 4th and 3. Jeez Louise, 2 big 4th downs in the first half, huh? First 20 minutes of the game. Gets 2x2 open. Oh, this is the slant up top. So they're running like double slants up top, and I just don't think Tua sees what I'm calling the middle field play, like the thief or the rat. So if we're going to run double slant here, I've got no problem with that call. Ever, almost. It should be good. You know, you get whatever the back is doing here, assuming the back is going out somewhere into the flat. This guy's rolling down. I'm thinking with this, just like what the defense looks like here, and you get this rotation down to the back, I'm thinking he's got the back man to man. I'm thinking man free. So man free to me is different than 11 rat or thief. And what I mean by that is in man free, it's just everyone playing man with that deep safety back there. In rat or thief, one of these linebacker types is going to be the hole player or one of the safeties. And so double slant to me versus man free should be good to go. There's nobody in the middle. Versus rat or thief, you got to be aware of that rat thief player. So I think he just gets shocked that he comes from the line of scrimmage here. And again, maybe if you got it right out of the break, you know, I personally would love to see that slant up top, the number 1, give a little bit more. To me, it's a little fast. So I'd like to sell the vertical a little bit more. I always like those slants being on different levels, so you shouldn't see them moving, winning at the same time. So see how they're both running the slant at the same time? I would love the outside guy. And in my language, I just used to call it dart, 1-step, and 3-step slant. So it happens almost like the dart is like an inside clear. So the thief or rat makes a play on the ball, knockdown, bummer. Again, you know, pretty hard for 23 to go from the right B gap to knock down a slant on the left. 1-step, and again, you can kind of see the hezzy there. You know, maybe you could hit, I'm assuming that's Waddle as the slot, the second window there. But that's just a nice play by 23 too. All right, next one. 2nd and 10. I got this as a big scramble. Oh yeah, this is a scramble where he scrambles and get a first down. I thought he probably should have thrown it to the number 2 up top on the corner. You know, without knowing what their read is for sure, it sure looks like he's looking up there. You know, if you don't like cheetah down here on the go, which I might like, 2nd and 10, you know, somebody down here, whoever the hell this is, I'm not going to pretend to tell you that I know every single person on the Dolphins staff, thinks that probably should throw the ball. But we've got this that is, this is a for sure hit. Like we got to be able, I think he's got to be able to see and throw this. You got inside leverage on a corner or a 7. We got to let that rip. And then what I think they call balloon, where this guy's lead blocking, and then we're running the swing, kind of that one person screen, usually with that snag 7, whatever you want to call it. So again, watch the left corner, bottom corner of the screen here. Coaches going crazy. Anytime you see somebody jump like that, usually it's a pretty good indication someone's open. He doesn't like it though. Decisive. Get up the field. Go. Get a first down. Protect yourself. Again, I love seeing Tua protect himself. Last thing in the world you want to see him doing is holding on to the ball, getting destroyed in the pocket, or getting hit while he's a ball carrier. Not his strength, but he can do this. No, go get yourself a little getting vertical. Not his strength, but get down, protect yourself, good decision. And again, it's a bummer that you missed the big opportunity to the corner. But again, I'm not going to sit here and tell you that I know exactly what their read is and this is where his eye should go. But just making sense of a go on the left and a corner on the right, it sure looks like he's looking to the right. His left, our right. Got to throw the corner. No. First down. Great. All right. We're about halfway through this thing. I think it's going medium. Not really checking out in much of this chat, but I'm sure if it was a dumpster fire, you guys would let me know. Next one here. Little 2x2 open, split field coverage, moving cheetah back and forth. Oh, this is the one where they throw it to him down here at the bottom. What's it down in distance? Sorry. 3rd and 6. Yeah, so moving Tyreek Hill back and forth. This little, like, I guess you'd call it like a spray hinge or a spray hitch. He throws it with great anticipation to the bottom. I mean, Tyreek Hill's kind of peeking here as he goes. To me, this is just spray smash down here to the bottom. So make sure we get a free release. Here's that little hitch paired with a corner. Great. I mean, just again, creative ways to make sure 10 touches the ball. Again, using his speed. Look at that thing. He's going downhill full speed right there. Whoom, whoom. And you've got to respect the speed. And then he's got this strength to break tackles. And you're almost surprised he doesn't get in the end zone there. So again, the ball's coming out quick. We're finding multiple ways to utilize the speed of the Dolphins. Centering around 10, but having all sorts of speed at all sorts of different spots. And again, the ball comes out seemingly so quickly, you don't have a chance to get home if you're a defensive line. And Tua can be precise and plays with great anticipation. Pretty sweet. Nice little 3rd down in the red zone. Next one here, 1st and 10. So I think this is a massive play to Waddle. This is that drift post combination I thought was going on. So drift to the bottom, post over the top. So again, this is art. Like I think this is like super game plan specific. Again, I didn't ask anybody at Miami what was going on here, but to me this is drifty. But this is like a shot. So could he throw this? Absolutely. I mean, it's open. We can throw that. But this is almost like, hey, we're trying to get you to drive this post. We've already thrown the post. We want to squeeze this thing on the drift. And then we're going to run right by you with our speed. So, I mean, you be the judge. You know, if it was a 1-2, could you read this thing out down here to the bottom and throw it to Tyreek Hill right there? I mean, that's a wide ass open for Tua and Tyreek Hill. You don't want to run him into the safety, but you could throttle him down in that hole that we see him do later. But then it's almost like he like pumped it, like shrugs. Watch him shrug it. Like, no, shrug, hitch, rip. Fuck, that's outstanding. That is outstanding. Did you see my earmuffs graphic on the 49er video? You're welcome for that. I should have dropped it into the live. I forgot. I'll drop it in so I can drop it in on a live video like this. This is simply, I love this, man. I really do think that's the read. So I think they're trying to manipulate the safety down here to the bottom. No. And I don't even think it's a no. I think it's a pump or a shrug. Got him. And it's great timing and rhythm from Tua, because you don't want to outrun, the club. And so from the back here, we'll really be able to see kind of the rhythm of this thing. Pump, shrug this thing to the right to Tyreek Hill, reset, and then let that thing rip. Off a little play action, fake the toss, reset. And again, you can see the rhythm of this, right? Like it looks planned. Shrug, back kick, let it rip. And then it's a perfect throw. Again, wide ass open. That is beautiful. Dudes on the sidelines are fired up. Wes Welker is loving it. Boom. What a play. Holy moly, what a play. I wouldn't be shocked. Well, the thing that's going to be hard to replicate that for other teams have burners, but they don't have guys. Not every team has a true wide receiver one that tilts the coverage like the Dolphins do with Tyreek Hill. And then if they're non-wide receiver one, has the speed of a Waddle to be able to run a route like this. Like this is a very unique combination. But that is sweet, man. That is gorgeous. That's awesome offense. Awesome. All right, next one here. Next one here, I think, is that like ridiculous motion, or no, a ridiculous route from Tyreek Hill at the bottom. It like mirrors synchronized swimming Tua, and we throw it to him. It's like a nothing burger play. I just think it's hilarious. I think it's kind of funny. I don't know what the intent of this would be other than to just like draw crazy attention and get Tyreek Hill going downhill as opposed to running a flat. You see a lot of teams, if you follow the channel, you probably have heard me say, I don't love when these guys run these like slow flats and you naked or keeper towards them. I love seeing new stuff. Like, I can't imagine this is something everyone else wants to do. Like it's funny and it looks cool, but the outcome is meh at best, and you're starting to 8 yards behind the line of scrimmage. So tough one, but again, interesting design, right? Like never seen it before. Anytime that there's stuff that I've never seen before, I'm always interested to try to like peel back the layers and be like, what the hell was that for? Again, normally I wouldn't complain about getting the ball to him in space going towards the end zone, but 10 yards behind the line of scrimmage might be a bit much. Next one here, touchdown. Tyreek Hill, massive play. Now, is this the same play, drift post? Let me see here. It kind of is, isn't it? I mean, it's not the exact same play, I guess, with the action, but in my mind, I would classify that as like drift posty, and then here's that same one post over the top. So again, if we're looking at this safety over here and thinking, hey, can we get this guy down? Can we get this guy and create this space back here? We've got the speed to be able to attack that. Again, could you throw the drift post up top? Fake right there. It sure looks like he wants to throw that one. He's just a little early. Waddle's not quite ready for it, or he doesn't want to let it go with anticipation. And then the big post over the top. It's badass. This is badass play. And this is why I think it like designed 1 to 2. You just don't see, I don't know if I've ever seen a post like this hit multiple times, or in general ever, let alone hit twice for 2 massive plays. So again, I feel like every season we come to the Dolphins, they show us brand new shit we've never seen before. Love it when it hits like this. Be interested to see what, if anything, builds on top of it. Maybe we see it again tonight. I'm not sure exactly how you stop it if you have that much speed. The way you stop something like this is not letting Tua just stand back there, right? We talked about how quickly he gets rid of the ball. But right here, this is pump, hitch, back foot, a little holding on to it a little bit longer, puts a lot more stress on that back end. And then that dude just does his thing. Pretty amazing. I mean, I really, probably my favorite concept from the first weekend. And really those 2 plays are the reason I wanted to do this whole video, to kind of share and show those things. It's awesome. Just speed kills. and then you get the scheme to take advantage of it as well. Pretty damn awesome. All right, 2 more here I got. 2nd and 10, 4th quarter. This is kind of what I'm used to calling like a Kelsey-ish play from Tyreek Hill and Tua. This is a version of what I would consider like an iteration of flood up top. It looks like it's just supposed to be a go and a sail or Seattle kind of corner from the number 2 from Tyreek Hill. And Tua just throws him in a hole. And they're kind of just on the same page. Now he takes a big shot, but this is a big time throw. Okay, so the first part here is let's just talk this little sailor Seattle, and then he settles into what I'm used to calling like a half field cloud player. So whether it's palms or cloud, this guy's widening like this. I will say I would bet a lot of money that this guy takes the wrong release. Normally you would want to outside release that to take that corner's eyes and attention and widen it to make this hole bigger. I don't know of any offense that promotes an inside release here. So the release being inside the corner here is just going to condense this window. So it's going to squeeze the window. You're never going to be able to get the width that you want. And now that safety and corner can kind of play both. But again, the speed of Tyreek Hill gets so much space. And then shoot, if they could do this and start settling up and doing like recess Kelsey Mahomes routes, that's when you're looking at scary stuff. But watch that route up top by the number 1. Inside release. Can't do that, bro. Also, look at Tyreek Hill literally lap this guy 5 yards ahead of him. I mean, he's not at the 40 yet. Tyreek Hill's at the 45. Not much of a clear there. And then again, the thing I love about Tua is he throws it to a spot. He doesn't run him into a huge collision. Right to the little opening. They're on the same page. Assuming he caught it. Yeah. Pretty sweet. We don't need to chirp at the other sideline, but whatever. Do you, bro. Do you. So again, there's really only 2 people going out here. So if this wasn't there, you're probably trying to find scrambling for a check down. Again, play fake, ball out. Pretty awesome. Tough ass there for the tight end, the inline tight end there to hold up on the edge like that, especially versus that guy. All right, 1 more. Then we'll go back, do a couple more questions, and call this thing quits. 2nd and 6, last one. Do not remember at all why I put this one on there. This is that drift post again down here to the bottom. Now, does the guy up top, is he running that post over the top like we've seen him hit? And I look at the suddenness of Waddle at the line of scrimmage down here to the bottom. This looks like I'm going by it. Boom, inside, separate. Looks like he grabbed him there too at the top. And then again, this drift post with the big post on the backside that we've seen him hit a few times. Again, he doesn't run it quite like you would want. And so again, when we've been the ones that we've hit the backside post on, back over the top, this guy has been the one we've wanted to kind of get down and get into this drift post. So with his getting so much depth, it's really not there. I don't even know if they're called it here. This doesn't look like, what I would consider max effort to win over the top here. But I love the suddenness of this, and then get in here, lean on him, separate. Pretty sweet. And again, I would bet a lot of money Tua probably throws this with anticipation. Pause it at the top. A little bit of a medium. Right on him, strike. See it from the end zone. Again, the footwork, I love how they kind of move the launch point. They're not straight dropbacks. Those are almost like run and shoot quarter rolls, right? You saw that a lot in the old run and shoot days. You didn't really quarter roll to throw back to the backside, but boom, right on him. All right. We're back. All right, I think that went all right. Yo, we got 300 of our closest friends in here. Hello and welcome. Do me a favor. Hit that like button. Do what you do. I saw some super chats pop up. Go back, make sure I say thank you to everybody. Kevin, appreciate it, you. There was another one too. Pose Mo, appreciate you. All right, see if I can take a little peek at the chat here as we go. Not as tired as I normally am after those things, so that was good. All right, give me a second to get situated here, and we will be locked in, ready to go. All right. HO, can you do Daniel Jones breakdown? Probably not, dude. I just, to be honest with you, and again, I know many people are new to the channel. The beautiful thing about this is I literally just do the quarterbacks that I'm most interested in. Now I will obviously play to the fan bases that watch the videos for sure. So if that's the Giants and I'm just missing the boat, it's my bad. But am I that interested to watch that offensive unit? No. Am I that interested to watch him play quarterback? No. Doesn't mean that it'll never happen. There are some people that it will probably never happen on the channel. But you can tell if you go back and look at the library of like the videos that I put out and the guys consistently that I put out, it's a combination of the quarterbacks I like watching and the play design, the offensive architecture, the play callers that I like watching. And then on the Patreon, the college stuff, like whoever's, projected to get drafted. For sure thought about doing Joe Burrow, Josh. Just didn't get to it this week. Ooh, super chat. Look at that. Look at that. The image popped up too. Never seen the image pop up like that in real time. Daniel, my guy. That was awesome. Maybe the thing only popped up for me. Daniel, $20 super chat. Appreciate you, dude. In your Lance and your last Dax videos, you mentioned McCarthy's love of an old school unbalanced drop. Unbalanced drop. Oh, with one giant step followed by two small. I don't think it's okay. I know what you're talking about. Can you talk about why he likes that drop? What's the intent of it? Ooh, you're testing my memory, bro. This is actually from like the original quarterback school. Where I got it from was when McCarthy was the offense coordinator for the Saints. Our offseason program was called quarterback school. I think for him, he used to think of it as like a rhythm drop to it. And so it was one big step away from the center, two, almost turn your full hips and run. And then the third step was like this get depth rhythm heel to toe thing. I don't know. I don't necessarily know if I ever remember asking him why he liked it like that. But when I got there, the guy who did it really well at the time was Jake Delhomme. And then he left after my first year and went to Carolina and had some success, a lot of success. And then it never really was part of the like focus as much because the next one I didn't do quarterback school. I went to Europe, so I didn't get a chance to like really dive into it. But it was definitely like a rhythm part of how he thought the position was played. And if you look at guys like Aaron and even really Jordan in Green Bay, they do have great rhythm. They have great understanding and connection between the timing and depth of the routes with the rhythm of the drop so that they feel like they're their most powerful at the top of the drop, that launch point. I don't know though, but if you go look at those guys, I don't know if Aaron has it quite as much as the number, and he certainly wasn't going to make Brett do it when he got to Green Bay. But it felt like something that he thought was helped with the rhythm and timing of the offense. All right. How long we been going here? That damn clock on this. Oh, 40 minutes. All right. Well, I'm excited for the game tonight. I'm going to try to watch it. Got some other stuff going on. As always, I really appreciate y'all hanging out with the chat. Certainly appreciate the super chats and all those things. If I, for some reason, missed you or didn't do it, didn't see your amazing comment or question, I apologize. It's that time of year, though, for the channel. I'm going to keep cranking out the videos. If there's something you absolutely want to see, please make sure you find a way to communicate it with me. And I'm locked in, having fun with this stuff. As always, I appreciate your support. It means a lot to me that you subscribe, that you support the channel, that you're a patron, that you support it and share it at other platforms. If you dig it and it resonates with you, all those things matter. So thank you so much. I really do have a blast doing this. I've put in a little like sprinkles in a few videos of like some fun graphics that I've had worked on for the channel that I try to have fun with for things that resonate with people. So little stuff like that, just trying to continue to make this thing go and have a lot of fun with it. All right, y'all. As for tonight, prediction, bro, don't care. Would love a good offensive game. I obviously prefer to watch the Dolphins play offense, so want to see what they do. Want to see if there's another wrinkle off that ridiculous route that Tyreek ran. I want to see the drift big post combinations. What's going to be next with that? Uh, we'll see. All right. I appreciate y'all. Thank you so much for hanging out. I will see you on the next one.